Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Hi, Martin.
Hi, Sashni.
Tell us about African Rainbow Minerals acquiring 15% of Canada's Surge Copper.
The world is electrifying, and to electrify, the world is going to need a lot more copper. So I think it's a good move by South Africa's African Rainbow Minerals to start associating themselves with exploration that is trying to target copper around the world. And doing this 15% deal now with Surge Copper of Canada, I think could stand it in good stead going forward. It's good to get in early with these explorers and then to work with them and to know exactly, whether it's worth staying in that, because you don't have to then do the exploration yourself. And at the same time, we know that African Rainbow Minerals is close to Harmony Gold, which is now also moving into copper, and we see them with a substantial copper project that's starting to develop in Australia called Eva Copper. So that group is looking to the future and hoping to be more involved with copper, and these steps are good.
Tell us about the brand new platinum-catalyzed hydrogen fuel cell system, which is as cheap to make as a conventional car engine.
Yes, we don't normally associate the UK with the research and development, but it was interesting to see this intelligent energy get involved in fuel cells and looking at the fuel cells and seeing how they can improve them. And they have succeeded in making them smaller, more powerful, and they commercially at the door there. And it looks like they're competitive with the ICE engine, the internal combustion engine. They have got some steps to take still, but this is a technology that has been around for a long time, but as you hone it and develop it, it's going to be more special. And we need to make sure we have these fuel cells because we want to convert the hydrogen that we produce into electricity in a very clean way. And this is the cleanest way to do it. And the good news is that it's a PEM fuel cell. And we know that when you say PEM, it's a gem. And it also contains our platinum group metals, which is good for South Africa, but in smaller quantities. So you're probably going to see thrifting of platinum, but it'll be silly, I think, for many of these people to move away from platinum entirely because it's really got a magical benefit. And you can see that magic that it always adds to any fuel cell or any activity in which it's involved.
And Nedbank says current low PGM prices are not reflective of supply-demand fundamentals.
Yes, supply-demand fundamentals, when it comes into the field of PGMs, platinum group metals, have been disrupted. You have had the situations where the use of rhodium in fiberglass suddenly was reduced, and you've had a situation where Russia has been selling some of its PGM products at discounts, given the situation in Russia at the moment. So you have those sort of disruptions which have quite a big impact. But at the same time, I think what Nedbank CIB is also indicating that, going forward, in order to get this price higher, you're going to need more car sales. And, that is going to be car sales in the existing internal combustion engine space and, the hybrid space. And they're also saying we're likely to need less platinum group metal production. That is the hard part. If we're going to slow down on our primary production, it has major impact around the South African economy. And it has disruptions of a different kind. People are told, can you retire early? Can we cut down on the number of people? That is not going to be a good scenario at all. That's why I'm glad to see there have been some lifts now, recent lifts in the price. So hopefully the world will see that this fundamental supply-demand equation is wrong and that they will continue to try and invest in platinum group metals because it definitely is investable. There's a case for it. And if that happens, it will make sure that there's not a cutting down of production locally, which I think should be the last thing we try and do.
Thanks for speaking with us, Martin.
Great pleasure, Sashni.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. To subscribe to Creamer Media's Engineering News and Mining Weekly, please email subscriptions at creamermedia.co.za.